Whenever you open up newspapers, you often read that regulation's a bad thing because it inhibits innovation, the ability of businesses to do things differently. But when you actually look into what the basis for that claim is, it's pretty weak. There's not very much evidence. In France, for example, where I look at regulation on labour, hiring and firing costs, how difficult it is to get rid of somebody you don't want to have them is very high. And they say, well, this is the cause of France's economic problems. But it's really hard to draw that conclusion. To really say something about regulation, you have to dive down at the firm level to figure out what's going on. So this is what we do in a paper that I've looked at recently. In France, once you get to 50 employees, this veritable tsunami of labour market regulation crashes down on your head. You have to recognise a union, you have to have a health and safety committee, you have to have a works council, a committee d'entreprise as they call it. If you want to dismiss collectively a group of workers, you have to agree that with the Labour Ministry. And if the regulation is really having effect, you should see very different things on those firms, say at 45, 46, 47 employees, compared to the ones which are a bit bigger at 52, 53, 54 employees. So you see that there are, unsurprisingly perhaps, very few firms who want to be 51, 52, 53 employees. They want to avoid the regulation. So there's a kind of gap in the distribution of firm sizes just before the threshold. But also you see that innovation, as measured by things like productivity growth or patenting activity or citations, those patenting, also goes down precisely before this regulation kicks in. However, one thing that we also found is when you dug even more deeply is that the innovations which are discouraged tend to be relatively low value innovations. If you look at the amount of citations which go to these patents, the innovations which seem to fall are actually the relatively low value, less cited, less important innovations. And the more important ones, the things that we actually think might drive economic growth, don't seem to be discouraged.